Alright, so I'm going to go over two of the top base layers I've found for hunting, both the KUIU and the Smartwool here. So this is the KUIU Ultramerino. It's a little hard to see. I'll try to take a better picture. Ultramerino wool. This is the 125, and this is the Smartwool Merino 150. So again, these are the two best base layers I found. Of course, they're both merino wool or merino wool blend. This one's 85% merino wool, 15% nylon, and the Smartwool is 87% merino wool, 13% nylon. So pretty similar constructions. This is the what KUIU calls the new yarn build, which is some New Zealand technology. I think it adds a little bit more strength to the fabric overall. But as far as the differences, this is the 125, which means it's 125 grams per square meter. You can see the fabric is super light, a lot of give here. So you can see very thin, a lot of stretch. And you can see, especially in comparison to the Smartwool, a lot of give there in the sleeve. But for the Smartwool, you know, not a ton. And again, the Smartwool is the 150. So during the early fall months, and I'm sure you could use this even for dove hunting. I use this, I know it's called a base layer, but I use this as pretty much my single outer layer. It's got the ventilated, you know, stripe down the side. You can see that stretch, the ventilated holes right here. And then once it gets, you know, mid-fall, late fall, down into the winter months, I'll just layer both of these on top of one another. And I don't have my bottoms here with me, but I'll do a separate video inside this video of what those look like. I have the Smartwool 250, so you can see the thickness difference in both of those. But honestly, I wouldn't really recommend going outside of the merino wool. You know, you get the odor resistance, quick drying, moisture wicking capabilities, super durable. I'll list all those in the video, but I've had these for both 3 years now. I mean, there is no pilling at all in this fabric. Nothing in the armpits either. And this Smartwool is, I mean, it pretty much looks brand new. I have a lot of white fabric on here. I got thrown in with a couple of their clothes. But there is no wear and tear on any of the stitching. No pilling at all. Very durable. And again, I layer both of these on top of one another and then start to get into my mid layers and outer layers once the temperatures get colder. But this is going to, you know, wick away any sweat, especially in the hot months when you're going to use maybe just this. It's a great outer layer. You can wear this all day long. Outside of that, I just really wouldn't go outside of these two brands. Smartwool, you can, I mean, use them for pretty much anything and everything. Very reliable. I think Sitka uses polyester fabric, which is good, but I've spent the most time just utilizing merino wool. And so yeah, this is the two fabrics. Again, the 125, the 150. I think KUIU now has a 120, which has to be incredibly lightweight. And they go up to some additional options. I'll list those, but your lightweight's probably going to be 180 and below. Your midweight's going to be around 200 to 300, and anything beyond that's going to be, you know, a heavier base layer. But if you're uncertain about what to buy for KUIU, I'd go, and again, because these are very similar blends in terms of the merino wool and nylon mixture, I'd go to your REI, Dick's Sporting Goods, find Smartwool, try on the size, get the number. Again, this is 150. You know, recognize how it feels, and then you'll be able to compare that to KUIU with all their available options. But yeah, these are the two top brands that I've found. I don't think I'm going to move outside of these going forward. And again, I've used these for 3 years now, and they look nearly brand new. So I'll get the links in the videos, and again, hopefully I'll also summarize the bottom layers. I think those are the 250s, a little bit thicker, but yeah, that's about it. And here's the Smartwool bottoms that I was talking about. Again, there's the, it's gonna be a little hard with the light, sorry about that. The Smartwool, this is the Merino 250. Again, you know, nice sturdy elastic band. It's difficult to tell the thickness difference. You can tell maybe in this light, you know, you can kind of barely see my hands. This is the bottoms, and then if you look at the tops right here, you know, you can see my hands a little bit better through there. But yeah, here's the bottoms. Again, a heavier 250 weight. This is the tops, this is the bottoms. Very similar, but a lot more thick. You should be able to easily tell in person.